Sci-Fi Mamacita.
I say, what's up, party people? Welcome to another episode of the Sci Fi Mombie podcast on Sunday nights. And we are in the topics of forbidden frequencies, which is our old taboo topics series. But of course, I don't do this alone. Hello, Miss Connie Clary. Whoop. There you are.
Heidi ho.
Oh, thank you so much for being along the ride with me on these. It's really great to have extra people, being a part of the topics and seeing both sides of the coin. So thank you.
Oh, Dave.
All right, let's do a little bit of housekeeping before we move on. By the way, this is an 18 plus channel. Tonight's topics are very sensitive, and if you are under the age of 18, please do not watch this show. Let's be respectful. Let's be kind. Let's have peaceful discourse. Agree to disagree. Leave it here as friends. And if you are not going to be like that, you're going to be bounced from the chat and banned from the channel. We're not going to do this. So, all right.
Yeah, that goes to my channel too, which is already in the chat already. If you don't like it, fine. No problem.
That's right. If you don't like what we're talking about, turn us off. Turn us off. But we'd like for you to be a part of a good discussion. So let's do a little bit of housekeeping before we continue. Please help us out here at Sci Fi Mombie and Fluff Chick Productions. We would love to have your donations. We will never, ever, ever DM you personally for donations. Connie does have a Amazon list that you can go and look at. I'm going to be building one soon too. And Sci Fi Mombie has 4 ways you can donate to us. Ko-Fi, please buy us a cup of coffee at ko-fi.com/sci-fi mombie. We also have a Throne account where we've asked for some tech gear, some things to give away in baskets. Just scan that QR code or throne.com/sci-fi mombie. You can also check out our Venmo. Just search us by @sci-fi mombie or scan that QR code. And we also have Patreon memberships. Connie's a part of ours. We love her very much for that. You can go to patreon.com/user *lowercase u =849-72353. Memberships every month are $3 hairs. So, and don't forget, Sci-Fi Mombie is all over social media, as well as Connie Clary is too. So we stream daily to Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitch and TikTok. We're not on TikTok tonight, but we will be tomorrow for the Galactic Cafe. We also have Patreon, Substack, Blue Sky, Threads, and Discord. We also have a Lemon8. It's kind of like the alternative to TikTok, but I don't really use it that much anymore. So, Connie, you got any other social media you want people to know about?
I do have Instagram and I have Twitter. They're both for both of my channels. And I do have Facebook for both of my channels. So under my name and Fluff Chick Productions.
Okay, cool. And Sci Fi Mombie also has a Facebook page. We would love it if you would help us get over 100 followers. That'd be so fantastic. And I'm sure Miss Connie would love to have some followers too to hers. So help us out.
I'm getting close. I'm getting close to 500 for the bird channel.
Yeah, I'm great on my personal page. It's just the Sci-Fi Mombie page is just not, people just kind of scroll by it. So it's okay. Let's go through the chat. Say hello to everybody. Hello, the Time Prophet. Happy belated birthday, my friend. I hope you had a good one.
Happy.
Hello, Positive Candor. How are you? Hey, it's an Orville Nation raid. What's up? So. And of course, Fluff Chick Productions, laying out the law of the land. And hello, Stefan Faith 93. Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. Here I go, Connie. Oh my God, Becky. Forbidden frequencies. And here is Connie's wish list for Amazon. So please help her out. Greatly appreciate it. All right. So tonight's topic on forbidden frequencies is sexism and misogyny, something that Miss Connie and I know way too much about. So we're just going to kind of start out. What has been your it's one of my biggest pet peeves. But what has been one of your biggest issues with those topics, Miss Connie?
Everything.
It's like we got into this discussion under, was it religion or politics, with a couple of our friends in the community, where they were talking about, women can't do men's jobs.
Both channels. Both of them.
Channels.
Yeah, both of them. Both streams.
Yeah. And I'm like, anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. I mean, give me a break,
Right.
Hey, Positive Candor, I would love that. Do you have an X account? Let me know. Actually, email me at questions@sci-fi-mombie.com. And if you have an X account, I will add you to the Sci Fi Mombie Studios DM group. Yes, we would love to have you along. So. A lot of us realize there are differences between men and women. Okay, we get it. And I think a lot of what's going on right now is it's stemming back to Christian nationalism. And I grew up in the Southern Baptist Church. Hey, Gorilla Man, what's up?
Hi,
Sorry
Gorilla
about
Man.
that. Hey, I just had a DoorDash order. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. You got banned from X, but I have Discord. Okay. I have somebody else, Positive Candor, that we send the links through Facebook Messenger. So yeah, we'll get it to you. We both have Discord and email. So
Yeah. I do have my own Discord too as well.
So hi, Steph and Faith. How are you? I hope you're doing great today. But what I'm noticing, because I grew up in the Southern Baptist Church where my parents didn't raise me that way, but they always countered what my parents taught me with: girls do housework, girls take care of the kids, girls, and my parents were like, screw that.
You'd be the good housewife.
Yeah,
And
they
keep your
want you to
mouth
be
shut.
they call it trad wife now. Now, let me say something, because I was a housewife there for a little bit. There's nothing, because I was in between jobs. There's nothing wrong with being a housewife.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with staying home and raising your kids. There's also nothing wrong with women wanting a career and a life outside their home. So, what is being taught, like, I had to counteract all that with my children. The one things, I raised all my kids the same, and I said, if you're going to have kids, take care of them. Have a job. If you're going to leave a job, have one to replace it. Be a law-abiding citizen. If you're going to be with your partner, marry them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I have told my daughter, go out there, get your schooling out of the way, get in that career, be established, because I was the numbnut that had a kid in the middle of college. So, but, we're doing really well, Steph and Faith. I hope you are too. Interesting avatar, by the way.
It is.
So, he's talking to our customer. I just find that, especially with this last election, that the church has really kind of crept in along with the manosphere to try to make women feel inferior. And especially because we had a woman who was running to be president. She was already vice president. Why does America have such a problem with a woman being in charge?
Could be many a reason.
And I want people to tell us in the chat why they feel this way. Why the men of this country feel this way. Look, other countries have already had women leaders. England can't wait. I'll have to look it up again. Italy, some of Sweden, some of these bigger countries have already had female presidents. New Zealand. Japan just brought in their first female prime minister.
Mm-hmm.
So why is it a problem here in the United States?
Look at Spain. Look what they're having with their first queen in 150 years.
Mm-hmm. That's just bizarre to me. That it's been 150 years since they've had a queen.
Yeah.
Just bizarre. Because we've seen Queen Elizabeth for how long? 75? Yeah.
A long time.
I mean, yeah. It boggles my mind. But another part of this is when women are established in their careers, the wage gap is still there. It's still there. And, I know I personally had to deal with this from other women, not just men, where my kids were tiny and I was always having to take off work because they were either getting sick or they were getting me sick. And I had to take care of them. And my superiors, especially other women who should understand because they had kids who were grown, I'm not expecting special treatment. But my God, when you have to take care of your family comes first.
Right.
So
even if you're a single woman or a single dad, sometimes they even get harassed about that. Raising kids, especially if they're girls.
Some women aren't
maternal.
They're not. Some women aren't. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some women are not feminine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a tomboy.
Same here.
I played with my kids with action figures. We played G.I. Joes. We played Barbies. Either one. I mean, I introduced my daughter to Hot Wheels. And I used to joke with my boys that Barbie sucked.
Hey, I grew up with watching Voltron, G.I. Joe, Thundercats. I was the biggest tomboy you ever want to meet. I was the only female playing football with the kids when I was young. I was hitting just as hard as they were.
I love baseball. I
Yeah.
like football. I'm a huge St. Louis Cardinals fan. That's just, my dad worked in St. Louis and he would bring me home boy toys from the stadium, Busch Stadium. Like I had the cutest tiny baseball bat for a long time. I don't know where it went, but I had one. And that was like my prized possession besides one of the game balls,
I still have my comic books. Especially I could have the G.I. Joe, Mask, Transformers,
Avengers, Spider-Man,
yes.
Wars, Star Trek. Yeah, those are great. Positive Candor says, I don't think the right candidate has run for president yet. Kamala suffered from Biden. If he had dropped out, I agree with you, Positive Candor. I agree. Here's the other part to that, though. The manosphere and the alt-right were putting out lies, disinformation about her too. She is married. Her husband is Jewish. She is Christian, but she also worships sometimes as a Jewish person. She worked her way up from McDonald's to law school to a DA to attorney general to senator to vice president. She didn't sleep her way to the top. Why do men always think women sleep their way to the top?
Right.
Like that's the only best thing about a woman is their nether regions where the sun don't shine. Why is that? Will somebody explain that to me?
I know. I would like to know that myself. It's a misogyny that was instilled on them too, thinking it has to be that way.
Yeah. And it's like I explained to Autumn, the producer, all the time. I said, you know, she likes to point out certain things aren't right. And I said, my dear, that's how it's always been.
Mm-hmm.
I said, men think they run the world, even though they came out of women. And
Right.
because if it wasn't for us women, y'all wouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm.
And they just think that they have the right to control women however they feel, even though that woman is not their partner.
Right.
John, the Beagle Dad. Hello. How are you? Men suck.
Hi,
Yes, they
John.
do. My mom always said it's always the man's fault.
Yeah. If I remember right, in Roman times, women had certain powers too.
Yes.
Back then.
I mean, we even have examples and I'm deliberately talking to Christians. We have examples in the Old Testament where women had to take control. Esther, Ruth, they had to, because no men would stand up and solve the problems. And it's like we had that conversation with our friend Dark Helmet about the firefighters I had heard about, the female firefighters that pulled people, very large people, out of burning buildings. I mean, you know, speaking of men, you're watching the Three Musketeers. Okay, cool. Now imagine if that movie was three women. Oh, that's right. It's called Charlie's Angels. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like when they remade Ghostbusters with the SNL cast members. Oh my God.
I know.
It was like the reviews were, I mean, a lot of people don't like that movie. They say it's not well written. I like it. I don't got a problem with it. I think it's an interesting take on the original story. But what would happen if women got together and ghost hunted? Hi, Boots. What's up, man?
Boots.
Come here, you. Come here. Oh, big boy. Oh. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, Captain Boots.
Say hello. Hey, somebody's talking to you.
Hey, Fluffness.
I know. It's on me.
Yeah, are you being ornery again?
Say hello.
Nothing wrong with being ornery.
Yeah.
I know
So,
I am.
Yep, he's ornery as all get out. Oh, my little bush baby. Okay, bud. Go play.
Yes, he
Go
is.
play in traffic, though. Saw too many cats on the highway yesterday. Oh,
Yeah.
God, that scared the crap out of me. And then they were all in Arkansas side, so that was weird. So Time Prophet says, I thought the movie was awful, and it wasn't because women were in it. It was badly written. Well, I mean, Paul Fahey and Melissa McCarthy, I believe, wrote that one. But they had Dan Aykroyd's approval because he is like totally in charge with Ivan Reitman's son, Jason, over the Ghostbusters franchise now. So my build is okay, cool. See,
Cool.
there's something else. Women can build Legos just as good as John.
I wish I had my Legos.
Yeah, I do too. I want to buy those botanical sets.
But with my Legos, I knew it was going in good hands because they're foster kids and they didn't have nothing.
Mhm.
This is like when I was like 4, 5, 6. That's I
No.
understood. Yeah, I'm happy that they got use out of them.
That's good. It's always good to donate because then it keeps it going. And this, you know, I don't like to throw anything away unless it's just absolutely beyond repair. And no,
Yeah.
John, they're not for everyone. It only goes to age 99. All right.
Right.
I couldn't help myself.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
And I'm only watching. Porthos likes the Three Musketeers. Are you going to dress him up like one for Halloween?
Ooh, there you go.
That would be cute. Give him a little
D'Artagnan?
swashbuckle. Give him a little sword. Oh boy. Aren't we ornery? It just boggles my mind that like there's a with an eye patch, that would be adorable. That would be adorable.
Mhm.
What wouldn't that be for a pirate though? Not
Yeah.
a musketeer? Okay.
Porthos would make a cute pirate.
He would. He would make a cute pirate. The other thing I'm noticing out of Christian nationalism is this new idea to take away the 19th Amendment. And that, if you're not aware of what the 19th Amendment is, it gives women right to vote. Hello, Wrong Quest. Welcome to Sci Fi Mombie. How are you? Forbidden Frequencies. Hope you're doing great today. I want a beat. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
But Porthos is just as cool. So here's what I'm going to say to this stupid idea. Yes, I called it stupid, to take away a woman's right to vote. Bite me.
Exactly.
My foremothers, yeah, women of the past, fought for me to have the right to vote. And there are a lot of women who fought for me to have Roe versus Wade under the 14th Amendment, but that was taken away from me too. Anyways, but I don't need it anymore. I can't have kids anymore, but
it's called adoption.
Everybody should. That's right. That's right. Everybody should have the right to vote. Everybody who is a legal American citizen. Connie, I heard the stupidest shit yesterday. This guy was spewing this crap about one party is bringing in all these illegals to vote. And I'm going, really? Show me proof. That's my thing. I learned this from the Midas Touch guys. Show me the receipts.
Yeah.
The guy couldn't bring me anything, just his feelings. And I said, I'm sorry. I don't work off of your feelings. I work off of facts. And I wanted to put it in big, bold letters. Facts, you know? But this push to have a one family vote, no. He must be making my dinner. Autumn, a producer, went to go get dinner. So I just don't. So CNN interviewed Pamela Brown, interviewed this pastor that Pete Hegseth is following. And he's in Idaho. And I mean, the guy just pretty much came out and said women are only good to have people come out of. And I'm going, what? Yeah. So, hey, FKHC 2005, otherwise known as Tim.
Hail, Tim.
Of course, I can't help myself.
There are some who call me Tim.
I love it. I finally clipped it. What's up, Tim? In tonight's episode,
where'd you get it from?
I wonder, Miss Connie. Miss Connie's so awesome.
Guilty is charged.
Tim says, in tonight's episode, you will laugh, you cry, you even, what?
Hear a dirty joke or two.
Well, all righty then. Are you providing the jokes? I just don't get these people. They misinterpret the Bible and then they spread it like wildfire. It still boggles my mind because they're taking the word of God and they're perverting it to their own selfish agendas. The Bible does not say you treat your wife like dog shit on your shoe. The Bible says that you are the head of your household and you delegate. That doesn't mean you mistreat your wife. That doesn't mean you abuse your wife. That does, you know what I mean? She's your helpmate. And honestly, if we're going to be clear about this, the Bible was just a starting point to building a better society.
Yeah, don't treat your woman like a fifth class citizen.
Because they're not. I mean, they may want to know why there's so much domestic violence out there. Don't treat people like that.
Mm-hmm.
The golden rule still applies.
Yeah, for the abusing part, it could go either way. The man could do it, but the female could do it just as well with the husband, the boyfriend, or wherever he had the kids as well.
Mm-hmm. Gorilla Man used to know some female friends that one used to do that to the other.
Mm-hmm.
It's not right. Tim says he's joking. I just heard what you said. Are you telling me you're hopping between streams, Tim? I like to give Tim shit. It's
yeah.
It's
he gets back though.
But it's ingrained in some men, and it's been that way for generations. So Time Prophet says, night all. It's 1:30 a.m. and he's falling asleep. All right, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, get some rest.
Thank you. Pleasant dreams.
You're awesome, man. Happy belated birthday again.
Yes, happy belated.
Tim says, I have issues with those kinds of people who think that I'm old-fashioned, not the old-fashioned when it comes to things. I mean, we're at a point in society and with the way the economy is that two people have to work to make a household run. If you're with a partner. It's, you know, and I heard, I like to watch this group called the New Evangelicals, and Tim Whitaker is amazing, and April LaJoy. They're very great, but hey, I've got you muted on purpose. But he made a really good point the other day in one of their shows that families have never been nuclear. A mom, a dad, and kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, John, I know I used to be one. I know exactly what you're getting at. Yes. Because my grandmother actually hit me with her Bible once. Anyways, moving on. Yeah. And I was being a good girl. I swear to God, I was being good. But Christian nationalists have latched on to this idea that a Christian family is a dad, a mom, and kids. And it's not always true. Dads leave, moms leave.
Mm-hmm.
Moms get pregnant. You know, dads and moms have a relationship, get pregnant, dad leaves.
Yeah. Or both leave for family members. It could be just as worse.
Your grandparents are raising the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Child is put up for adoption. Or even in Chinese culture, you know, sometimes, you know, your dad went off to war, didn't come back. Mom's left to raise the kids, and the grandparents they have to take care of the grandparents. That happens here in the United States too. It's not just one culture phenomenon.
Worldwide.
You know? It's worldwide. But for these Christian nationalists to latch on to this idea that, and I don't know if you guys have seen the posters lately coming out of the government, but it's all white families with a dad, a mom, and kids. That's not what it looks like. Far from it. So, you know, we have to get over that hurdle And that's where a lot of this sexism and misogyny comes from, is these people are spreading this. They've learned how to flood the zone. They have. And they want you to believe that this is what a real family looks like. Well, in a perfect world,
yeah,
it would be. But this isn't a perfect world. And it never will be.
exactly.
You know, we want the utopia of Star Trek, the Orville. What's the other one where everybody eats, and the other sci-fi show? Shoot. Anyways, that kind of utopia doesn't exist yet. And even then, look at the Orville. Women are treated the same as men.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, Autumn. But, are you able to talk now, Gorilla Man?
Yes.
Okay. So we were just talking about how Christian nationalists are latching on to this nuclear family thing, but families don't really look like that.
True.
Yeah. So
They can, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right. But
they don't always.
9 times, no, not 9 times. What was it? 7 times out of 10. That's not what a family in America looks like, or even around the world. So for them to keep pushing that narrative, it creates a lot of sexism, like that pastor that they interviewed on CNN that's pushing the family vote. That's ridiculous.
So that the man has the control over the vote of the household. That's dumb.
Yeah, basically.
John says, I hate Bible thumpers. I listen to them at work when I answer the Catholic magazine account. Oh, yeah. They love to witness to you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I am not leaving because I never go there. Hey, I agree. I get it. That was the one thing I never really liked about being in that religion was, oh, thank you. The constant push for me to, thank you for dinner, by the way, Grill Man.
You got it.
The constant push for me to get out there and try to convert people. That's your decision, however you choose to worship. So what's wrong? You got your mouth full, huh? So, hello, Sophia. How are you? You hate me. Why?
Yes, why?
That's kind of a bold thing to say. Oh, thank you. I know. I'm not a perfect person. Wow.
Nor am I.
Right out the gate.
Yeah. I'll wait for this to start happening.
You want me to turn it around on her?
Ooh.
Oh, you're just kidding? Okay.
Really?
Nice. Okay. I'm lucky. Why am I lucky? And they say she's so lucky. Oh. Yeah, I know what JK means, but why? How am I? I'm fine. Connie, how you doing?
One. I'm still alive.
Connie has a pulse.
Yeah, damn right. And no,
how you doing?
You look pretty lively from over here.
Well, I'm glad you're doing good, Sophia.
Oh, good.
So, Gorilla Man, let's see this from the male side, shall we? Why do men think they have the right to control women like this, or have this narrative that women can't do men's jobs? Or
this is all what I believe encompasses a lot of things. People aren't born to think that way; they're taught. So previous generations have taught them that that's acceptable or okay, or that's what they're supposed to do. So therefore they believe it. And this, when it goes the same with racism, sexism, anything that we would consider abnormal, or at least I would consider abnormal, for a person to think is taught to them. There is no baby on this planet born to hate somebody. They were taught to hate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were taught to do what they do. You know, so that's what I believe. I believe that any bad behavior, any bad, moral, any bad, whatever it is that they learn it from those before them. Even and good stuff too. It doesn't have to be, concentrated on the bad stuff. People can learn good habits and good traits from the previous generations as well. It's taught. It's taught in schools. It's taught, at home. It's taught at, family, with family friends. As you're growing up, you pick up on certain things and you see what the people before you, how they are and what they do. Now, not everybody follows suit, because I will say for me, I came from a family of racist bigots. I didn't want to be that way. So I didn't want to be that way. So I wasn't. But most of my family is, because that's what they were taught.
Mm.
So that's my perspective. I mean, I know it's kind of in a nutshell, but I don't think hate is not something that's inherent in human beings. It comes from other human beings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree. Yeah.
Especially if you get from another race or whatever, and you get abused, but that way too.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
religion as well, depending on what it is.
Yeah, well, throughout history, you see, when you read history, the society mostly has been male dominated. And so that's what a lot of people have in their heads, that males are dominant because they think they're, physically superior or, stronger, or whatever the case may be. When I don't know, I think I would take brains over any day, but that's just me. I'd rather be smart than meathead muscle man, I don't know.
Well, it's like we like to watch Luke Beasley on YouTube. And he's a kid that does a political show. And he decided to have this one show with a young lady named Isabel. She's a married Christian nationalist. And she sat there and kept putting herself down on every episode and saying that she shouldn't vote because she doesn't know anything. She's dumb. And hearing her husband talk to her and knowing that she was taught that in her church.
Yeah.
That's why she is the way she is. And I sit there and I go, I'm just watching this girl because she's my kid's age, and I'm sitting there going, how can you do that to your daughter?
Yeah.
It just boggles my mind, because you want your kids to succeed in life. And that's a failure to thrive to me. When you tell your daughter, nope, that's not what you're good for. You're only good for washing that dish, folding those clothes, and taking care of that kid. And
barefoot and pregnant.
That's right. That's what a lot of them want. They want women out of Congress. They want women out of the military. I mean, look at what Hex has done to the military. I mean, they want women out of the workplace. I mean, look at what they've just done, taking away childcare benefits.
Yeah.
I mean, Gorilla Man and I know it was a lot of money to put our kids in daycare when we were working.
Yeah, 2 in daycare at the same time. That was rough.
Yeah. Diapers, all that stuff. I had to work. He had to work. And
especially with the medical bills too.
Yeah.
I know how it was the first 7 years with me. How it was. The ER knew my mom and dad by first name basis, because with me, especially with mom's parents, especially the mother, it takes a toll on anybody. Don't matter what decade you're in.
Yeah. And it's just, I just wasn't raised that way. So I was sitting there. Now, my cousins we're all homeschooled, where my sister and I, we went to public school, and every time we left my aunt's house, we looked at each other and we would say to my parents, thank you for not homeschooling us. Because I mean, we all were taught the same, if you made the mess, clean it up. If there's a mess, help out. But it just seemed like the boys didn't do anything.
Right.
The girls did it all. And, as I'm kind of looking at my cousins now, it's kind of led to certain things in their lives. And I'm going, that's why we raised our kids different. So
I was raised in a house with 2 boys, and my mother was the only woman, or my stepmother, I should say, was the only woman in the house, and she worked full time. So most of the housework fell on me because she didn't make my brother do much. So, I mean, I don't have the perspective of that. I've seen it in other families, but I didn't grow up that way. I wish that I was more oriented to keeping house now, but I just did so much growing up. It just, I don't know. I just did a lot, and I don't like doing it. I guess I should say nobody does, but I was made to do a lot of chores and things growing up. So
we have 2 boys that could help out too. They need to quit being lazy. Yeah. Anyways,
they most definitely are.
I digress.
My
I'm
mom,
doing laundry all day. Yeah.
keep in mind, Mom was one of 9 that survived. If the other ones would have survived, she'd been one of 14.
Wow.
And all the siblings, there's 3 girls. Mom, her older sister, and the younger sister, which she's 10 years older than I am, and I'm 55. They did not have they had a rough life, and asshole. The brothers, right? Just assholes. And Grandpa would be, when something would get bad at the house, Grandpa would up and leave, go back home to PA. And Grandma would be forging his name, just getting kind of government assistance for the kids. It's just, Mom, Dad know how I am with him. He's just an ass bastard. And they know I don't like that whole side of the family. And Mom, Dad respect that. And they never pushed me to go see him and everything else. And our door was always open every day for us to come by. Even if you want to get something to food. Door was always open. Not once. Yeah.
I don't think so.
No.
Do you have 2 accounts? No, Tim, you didn't get bounced.
No, he didn't.
Why would we bounce you, Tim?
Yes, please.
I know you are.
But I'm bumped.
In my family, there were no sons. We're the end of the family line. And my mom was a tomboy, and my dad my mom and my dad raised us the only way they knew how.
Right.
We liked boy things. We dressed as boys. I mean, I always got made fun of in school because I was always either in a pair of jeans or a pair of sweatpants and t-shirt, jacket. I still dress that way now.
I'm like that too.
And I just see it as comfort. And all these girls would come to school in these cute little dresses and these short shorts. And, I was a big girl. I don't wear like that. I dress modestly. I don't wear makeup. I used to. I don't like to anymore. Yeah, I dye my hair. Who cares?
For me, the only time I wear makeup is for Halloween. That's it. No matter how gored out I am, whatever the costume I'm wearing. That's the only time I wear it. The rest of the year.
See, like my mom only wore makeup on special occasions.
Me
because
too. I only wear it on special occasions.
I know
Sorry,
you
I'm just
do.
kidding.
Oh boy. Yeah, his cat eye is much better than mine. Anyways. Because she was allergic to the makeup. My mom, and even then I wasn't allowed to wear eyeliner, but my sister was. That really irked me. I do it now anyways. I don't care. But it's like I had a comment made to me the other day by someone I consider a friend that said, well, maybe you should wear more makeup. And I told him to go fuck off.
Well, your parents raised you and your sister completely differently. I can tell you that just from what I've seen.
We are 7 years different. Well, my sister's just a little bit more feminine than I am. I would have to say. We are night and day.
Mm,
I don't know. We've been pretty similar lately, which is interesting. But
that's scary.
Well, she finally reached 40.
No.
Wait till she gets to my age.
Hey,
Well,
I'm not far
Roman's
behind you, Connie.
81, so
Yeah.
yeah. It just amazes me that
Mm,
when we went through the Me Too movement, it seemed like that's when a lot of this misogynistic woke stuff came out. You know what I'm saying? And I think Jane Fonda put wokeness. One of our friends said that tonight in another stream that we were watching while we were doing our own stream. And I'm like, Jane Fonda said it pretty clearly. Being woke means you give a damn about other people. And I've kind of stuck with that. I don't see wokeness the way that they're doing these culture wars. And I don't understand why people are so latched onto the culture war, and sexism and misogyny is one of the culture wars. I mean, have they not taken women out of combat again?
I mean, you said so. I hadn't heard it myself.
I believe they have. They took women out of higher ranks. They can't be promoted upward. The first, what was she? Admiral, was she the Navy? They let her go.
Admirals are in the Navy.
Yeah, they let her go. The Trump administration. Look at some of the jobs around the White House. Women are only, this is the first time he's had a woman chief of staff, which is surprising to me. But it used to be that women were only delegated to HUD, the communications office, because the
press secretary.
Press secretary, yeah. What was the other one?
Secretary of Education. Yeah.
Yeah, education. Which Linda McMahon is doing a wrestling fine job at the Department of Ed.
Like I said, elect a clown, expect a circus.
Yeah. Nuts.
That's basically wrestling wrapped up in a circus.
That's
A
true.
human circus.
That's true. So what other aspects of sexism and misogyny could we look at?
And it's, so what about the schools? There's some that,
I see it more in charter schools and Christian schools than I see it in the public schools.
Exactly.
And the reason for that is the public schools are protected and colleges by Title IX, where women are to be treated the same, have their sports, have their activities. I remember hearing stories about.
I have a customer.
Okay, I remember hearing stories about women not having basketball teams, and only being like here in Springfield, we had 5 drum and bugle corps, and that was all girls could do. They couldn't even be in the marching band until Title IX was passed. Did you guys have anything like that, Connie, with your schools?
Not that I'm aware of at the time.
I knew they threw a big fit here when a girl wanted to be a place kicker on the football team.
Yeah.
at my high school. They threw a huge fit over it. But I live in the Bible Belt too, so that was
Yeah.
the reason.
Yeah, that's a totally different beast than it is than everywhere else, especially in the Bible Belt or wherever that's heavily religious areas.
Mhm. It's like wrestling.
Yes.
Girls weren't allowed in wrestling. And they finally relaxed. And now they have girls wrestling competitions in the schools. But
Yeah,
go ahead.
and look at the pro wrestling. You
Mhm.
didn't see it at all until the last few decades.
And
It
even
started
then,
coming to its own.
they had to be pretty. They had to be a
Yeah.
certain weight. They had to have a certain amount of makeup on.
Yeah,
Their
too.
hair had to be XYZ,
Just,
you know?
Yeah, just right.
Yeah. I mean, it's like in acting in Hollywood.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Nobody back then to even be on Star Trek. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Gene. I have to do it. Nichelle and everybody had to keep a certain weight.
Yeah.
And nobody, I mean, this was his vision of the future. At least it was a colorful one, but still.
Right.
Oh, it's like when Lucy became pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
The network execs flipped out because
Yes.
they didn't even want to talk about sex on TV. And now look at where we're at.
Yeah.
The network,
And
they're spinning in their graves, right?
And especially look at what they did to, oh crap, now I'm drawing a blank. Who played Judy Garland? When they had to put with her.
Yeah.
All the drugs and everything else, try to keep, this, that, and everything else, they make her look a certain way.
Look at Marilyn.
Marilyn, yeah.
She was on Barbiturates and what was the other one?
I still think she was stuck. Personally, myself.
They made her get plastic surgery to look like Marilyn. I mean, it's just really sad.
Yeah, granted, the weight was different then than it is today. Look how beautiful she was even at her weight. That wouldn't go fly today on some of the movies. You have to go down even further to skeleton, almost.
I mean, women back in those times weren't a 0 or a 2. They were a size 10.
Exactly.
That was the norm. And then it seemed like the 70s and 80s took a lot of that away, where anorexia and bulimia really came out. And women had to be that skinny little thing on the cover of a magazine. Well, I mean, we have people who come on here and tell us to go make them a sandwich, men. And what do I tell them, Connie? What do you tell them, Connie? That's right. Go make your own damn sandwich.
Yeah.
Hey, Gorilla Man.
Do it yourself.
Oh,
I'm not your maid.
What would happen
Yeah,
if
what
you
do you
told
mean?
me? What would you happen if you told me to go make a sandwich for you?
Most of the time you tell me to make it myself, but most of the time I'll be making you one. So I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
He's a better cook than I am.
It should be a give and take in any relation. Am I right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But sometimes that doesn't happen depending on what's going on. If you have health issues, that I can understand. You gotta do so much.
Sorry, I don't want to be yawning so much. Oh my gosh.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Matilda, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? I see you. Sergeant Socks. My mom and my dad were different. They raised us that we could do anything the guys could do, except I Well, I said that one day to my dad about his job. And he's like, you would never crawl under a house, because my dad was a heating and air guy. And I
Yeah.
said, why would you say this to me? He goes, spiders. I said, nope. Yep, you're right. I'm like, nope. He's like, you won't believe what you'll find under people's houses. I'm like,
Oh.
I don't believe that. Yeah.
At the
So.
house that I used to live at with mom and dad, it was built in 1860. It had the old cellars with the dirt floor and the big rocks. You won't go down there because the spiders.
No,
Mike-
thank you.
My uncle, my favorite uncle, which I adopted him and his wife and both sides of the family as family. He only been down there once. And we've been there for over 22 years.
Wow.
That's the only time that's where most of the spiders stayed at.
No, thank you. Pass.
Yeah, I know. To me, whatever.
Yeah. It's like there's some women who are fantastic mechanics.
Yes.
There's someone who are fantastic race car drivers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many years Danica Patrick got treated like garbage? And she could outdrive a lot of those guys. I mean, there are women who can be great firefighters.
Mm-hmm.
There's some kick-ass women EMTs around here. It's like when women wanted to become doctors.
Mm-hmm.
And of course,
Cutters.
they were trying to only make them OBGYNs. So
I know my mom learned a lot from my dad for cutting meat down.
mm-hmm.
And I kind of like learned. I kind of like saw secondhand on how to do all that stuff. But even back then, it was like taboo.
Exactly.
Until then,
It never made sense to me. If you want women to be in the kitchen cooking, why can't these women learn how to cut a piece of meat?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that a part of the whole food cycle?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just never made sense to me.
And some people think that a female cannot shoot a bow, gun for hunting. My mom's
Exactly.
sister is the one that's 10 years older than I am. At age 65, with a crossbow, clipped one at 40 meters, and the deer went another 30 meters. She pierced it right through the heart.
Wow. That's awesome. I love archery. I think that
Mhm.
stuff is fascinating. Now, I mean, my dad taught us gun safety, taught us all that stuff
Mhm.
because, we're ladies, we need to defend ourselves.
Mhm.
And he said, you know what? If you had a brother, I would have taught him the same thing. He taught us how to change a tire.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, I said that at church one day. Where is my Kleenex? I said that at church one day, and one of the elders got upset. Women shouldn't be changing tires. My dad's like, yes, they should.
Yeah.
He looked at him and said, what if she's out on the road and there's nobody else to help her?
Right.
She's not going to sit there all night in the cold. So he told us where to go get our oil changed or change it
Yeah.
ourselves, or, that's what I don't get about today. It's like some people are upset with the school systems for changing home economics or letting boys take it.
That should be for everybody.
That's right.
When I had home economics in school, the boys were in there too as well.
Yeah, me too. They loved it.
Mhm.
And these were not,
I
they
was
were
the
not
only
what do
female-
they call them? Cismen. Is that what they call them? I don't know what the hell they call them.
I don't know.
But these were like manly football players in there learning how to cook.
Yeah.
And sew. I mean, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
They sewed better than I did.
I was the only female in woodworking with the metallurgy. I was the only one female in that one.
I had a friend do that in junior high, and
Mhm.
they ridiculed her, and she made the coolest projects. her artistic style, along with learning how to do the woodworking, was fantastic. But they
Mhm.
always made fun of her. Always made fun of her.
I'm pretty sure she outshined them, majority of them.
Oh yeah, she had an A in the class.
There you
Of
go.
course, the teacher loved her. I never took it, but I took home ec. But
I always got a high B on that, in that.
me too. Yeah, I mean, I was never going to be perfect at homemaking or cooking or
Mhm.
any of that stuff.
Hey, when I took typing, there's boys. Half the class was boys taking
Yeah,
typing in high school.
yeah, it was like typing and computer work was to be
Mhm.
left up to women until you wanted to program the computer,
Yes.
and that was a man's job,
Oh yeah.
and that pissed me off. I'm like, no, women are just as good, and we have analytical minds as you.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Look at with the NASA. They had black women
that's right.
working
Working with
for them.
IBM on
Yes.
punch cards. Yeah.
And they would educate themselves to keep up, so they could keep current on the where we need to for their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And they got paid less. What the hell?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter for black, white women or plaid with purple polka dot women. They always got paid less. Don't matter what field you were in anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And the pay gap for years until what was the Lilly Ledbetter act. It's still happening. It doesn't, I think I only make the money I do because I have the bachelor's degree to back me up. I think if I didn't have that, I wouldn't be making what I do. So, and
Right.
Tilly, what are you doing? Hey, you want out? Here, go on. Go on, kiddo. Beep, beep, beep. I don't want to get your tail.
Tilly, what you doing, girl? What you doing?
On me. She just wanted out the door.
Ah,
I'm finding it interesting that nobody, it seems like we don't have a lot of people here.
right.
Where we've had tons of people jump all over us for the last 3 episodes.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing in our chat, right? Like,
You know what it says?
got to them.
You know what it says to me?
Yeah.
We're right and they're wrong. No.
Maybe they realize they don't think they're not taking any of their bullshit.
That's right. And no woman should.
Yeah.
No woman across this globe should, or live in fear. I heard that the other day too. Like, the only reason why that they're doing certain things is to make women fearful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not afraid of them. I'm not afraid of men or women. I'm not a yes woman.
Same
If
here.
you want that, go find somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna find it here. So, I was hoping that we would get some of those hard alt-right wackadoos to come talk to us about it.
Yeah.
And they are running for the hills tonight. They want to hide.
There's no hope, though.
Oh, you can unmute yourself.
How do I do that?
Oh, it's on one of the. Anyways, I'll help you with that. So
No worries.
what's up?
Oh, nothing. I just I think that misogynists give regular guys like me a bad name, because I mean a lot of women get fed up with that and look at us all the same, and I know men do the same to women, but I know that I'm not that way, and I don't like to be treated as if I am.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why men have to start up a conversation talking about sex. I don't get that.
Yeah.
It's like there's more to life than that. Especially sci-fi. There's more than that.
What about with the alpha generation, with the some of the males? Do you think they're saying that don't listen to what the woman says. pursue them, this, that, and don't believe them. If they say no, they really mean yes, and all that stuff. It's like, I don't know if any of you heard anything about that with some of these alpha males.
Yeah.
They're being misogynist.
They're really beta males.
Yeah.
It's like Joe Rogan and who's the other one that's really bad at it? Is it Benny Johnson? I think I've listened to a couple of his podcasts.
Yeah.
I was just floored by how they talk about women, how they treat women. And I mean, look at our president.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he thinks he's an alpha, but
He's the poster child for misogyny.
yeah. Yeah.
And
he has two daughters.
Mind. He has the mind of a child. Anyway, different show.
And supposedly, because they are accusations, what he's done in the E-Man files, you know, I mean, that in of itself is this whole issue with men with money that can do these horrible things around the world, you know, to women. Hey guys, I hate to tell you, but women don't always care about your money.
Exactly.
They care if you're a good person. That would be nice, right? Are you going to be a good provider? Are you going to be a good father? Are you going to be involved in your community? Are you in touch with your emotions? Not hiding them and then later you'll, lash out. You know what I mean? And I hate to say it, this might be a sexist view, but I think men are 10 times more emotional than women. It's like when I'm on my friends live over on TikTok, when they get a MAGA person up there and they crash out is what we call it. When they get riled up, man. But when the ladies come up there, they don't do that. They actually talk rationally about things. Now, do they get upset about maybe one topic or tell us we're stupid? Sure. But they don't fly off the handle like these guys do. And it's really weird to, like, I don't remember guys being this emotional from when we were that age. What do you think, girl?
Well, when I was coming of age, it was the 90s. And back, especially in the early 90s, women wanted what they called a sensitive man. At least that was the going thing at the time. I had come to find out later that was just a bunch of bull crap. But in the early 90s, you had all of that mushy R&B music and all that. And they wanted man to be, sensitive and emotional and all those things. But really deep down, they really wanted somebody who wasn't that,
Well,
So
I mean,
it's like a man fell into a trap, kind of.
Yeah.
Do we want a man to express their emotions? I think is what we really want. Not, you guys, tell me if I'm wrong, but you guys were taught that men are supposed to bottle up their emotions and swallow it down inside and act all macho on the outside.
Yeah, but I guess I never learned my lesson because I'm not like that.
No,
At least, I mean, I have been, but I'm not like that now.
But we didn't raise our children like that either.
No.
We taught our kids that it's okay to have mental health issues. It's okay to get help for it. It's okay to not be okay. But where we came from, I remember this. Every time I was picked on and bullied, I was told by boys, always making it about my appearance, always making it about me being fat, always making it about me being smart. I was told to swallow it down inside. And that's how it is. And that's how it's going to be the rest of your life. Get used to it. And now what do we have? We have zero tolerance for bullying because our generation got smart and fixed the problem.
Yeah.
It still kind of happens, but hey, Autumn, come here for a second. I just want to ask you a question. Yeah, she's but I remember reading the handbook for the school system. They don't tolerate it anymore. They don't tolerate boys picking on girls. They don't tolerate girls picking on boys. You know?
And the
You do it
definition
once,
of bullying has
out.
been expanded by a lot too.
Yes, it has. There's no more bullying.
Back
Even cyberbullying is
when we were
on
growing
the
up,
list.
if you got bullied, you got your butt kicked. That was being
Yeah.
bullied.
Yeah.
You know, but if you got picked on, or teased or whatever, it's the sticks and stones adage. The words don't hurt you, which isn't right, but that's the way they taught us. Nowadays, it's words, it's posts online,
It's hiding behind an
taunting,
avatar.
teasing, and of course, physical violence. But they've included a lot more things than they used to in the definition.
Yeah. And a lot of it's gone online. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, I got more customers, and
Okay.
my phone's about dead, so I'm gonna go ahead and bow out. You ladies have a good night.
Okay. We're
I'll
probably
talk
gonna
to you
wrap up
later,
soon anyways.
Mombie, and
Yeah.
good night, Connie. Okay.
Good night.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Thanks for being on. Yep. Have a good night.
You too.
Okay. I mean, what we have seen recently is these men who are trolling. That's what it's called, hiding behind avatars. And a lot of them are doing it
Yeah.
everywhere. And I'm going, show your face. I
Yeah,
think
please.
COVID and the creation of the internet made it worse, made it really
yeah.
bad. I think it's been there under a rock for a long time, but at a certain point, men are taught, hey, knock it off. You know what? If you're gonna, don't be this, don't be that. But then they go online and they think they can be a totally different person.
Right.
And our president doesn't help that either.
Damn right.
It's funny to me. I don't know how you feel about this, Connie, but the first lady comes out with that Be Best campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And her husband just goes about and starts acting like a total horse's ass. Not even following her trying to change bullying and trying to change attitude, He just, I could see why she's not around right now. She doesn't want to be, I could see why.
Mm-hmm.
But how do we change the problem?
Educate.
Change our own attitude,
Yeah.
If I'm going to say this and men are going to hate me for it, but if women are rejecting you, I think
There
you're
might
the
be a reason for it.
denominator. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's you, not me. It's you.
If you educate both male and the kids of today or whatever on what the outcomes would be, it'll be try to lessen down the misogyny and the sexism and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever consequences you get, doesn't matter if by the parents, grandparents, friends, law, there's going to be consequences.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's like I had a guy friend that when I first met him, it was an instant hug. And I'm like,
Yeah.
some people don't like to be touched.
Yes.
And he got the message, but then he still kept doing it to other girls. And I'm like, dude, you do understand the way I feel is probably how they feel.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's invading our space. I think it's getting better,
Mm-hmm.
especially about the touching part, especially after women go, hey, No.
Yeah. I can understand if you're related and you like the person or your husband or whoever, make certain people. I can understand. I don't have a problem with getting a hug. But if I don't know you, back off. If you try again, I'm going to start wailing and
Exactly.
making sense into your ass.
Getting handsy and
Yeah.
the talking. That's the
Yeah.
thing I don't understand. Like, just absolutely coming out of the gate with the sexism, sexual, explicit talk. You're like, why on God's green earth do you think I'm going to respond to you if you talk to me that way?
See, exactly.
I had a person in my life that was a family member, and he thought it was hilarious to walk around and say sexually explicit things and act out imagery with summer sausage and shit like that. And I left the house that day with the kids. I said, I'm not gonna let my kids watch that. And
Yeah.
the other person got upset with me that I left, but you know what?
Tough shit.
You're a family member. Don't be
Mhm.
doing that shit in front of little kids, for crying
That
out
too.
loud. It just proves to me that there was something in his past that he saw, and he was trained to think it was okay.
Yeah.
Hell, I don't know you. Yeah, it's rude. It's rude.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you don't even know the person and you automatically start putting your hands on them. I'm like, whoa.
Maybe
This isn't a
maybe
Hollywood
offering a
Access
hand.
tape issue.
Maybe a offering a handshake you might be better off than instead of giving the hug.
Fist bump. Hi,
Yeah,
Daisy.
like
What
that
are
too.
you up to? Oh, boy.
Or is it, or I don't do handshakes or whatever.
Yeah. So I
And
know,
with
I agree with
different
you, John.
people.
It is rude.
It is.
It's like I say to some people, do you have a mom? And they go, yeah. And I said, did your mom raise you with manners? Yeah. I said, well, why do you think you can do it here on the internet?
Exactly.
Why do you think you, and it's these kids that are between, like, my kids' ages. Seems like there's a disconnect. I used to work at a mental health clinic, and the leader of our department was a psychiatrist. And she said, there are boomers that are raising Gen Xers. They had mental health issues and they never got help. And so now it's passed on to the Gen Xers. Well, now the Gen Xers have those mental health issues. They don't get help. And now it's passed on to this next generation. And I said, you're totally right.
Yeah.
And that made me go,
generational.
Yeah, we got to get help for this, So it's just toxic culture,
Yeah.
Men think that they have to be over masculine. Nah, we're not enough. Society hasn't fully collapsed. We don't need men. Women don't always need men to protect them.
Right.
Some of us women can kick your ass on our own.
Yeah, regardless on the training.
It's called quarter sock. It's called pepper spray. It's called grit ball. Tyler Perry taught us that one.
Oh, I have my own things I have around the house and in the car.
That's right. We don't always need a man to protect us.
I used to work in a bar for almost 11 years. I always had something on me, especially in the car.
That's right.
Yeah, so when I finally started working here, my first Christmas, I bought myself a cell phone. I don't know what time I'm going to get up between 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning. If I get stuck somewhere, at least I have something.
Exactly, John.
At that time, the payphones were started becoming scarce because of the cell phone in the 2000s.
I mean, like in my house, we were raised to be independent women. We weren't raised to be little dying flowers in the corner, You know, the School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just in dainty little things, you know.
That's right. We're not.
No, we're not.
And that may have been the 1800s. That's not today.
Yeah. Even
John
when
says,
you're in the farmers thing weren't like that. The women weren't like that. They're tough little shit.
even women back then weren't dainty little rose petals unless you were raised with money.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at the women on the farm.
Yes.
Some of those women kick ass. They can deliver calves. They can deliver foals, and you know.
And especially some of the women folk back in the holler.
Yep.
They're just as tough as the farmer girls.
That's right. John says, I was brought up with traditional manners. You can thank church, Boy Scouts, and military for that. Exactly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our Secretary of Defense seemed to have missed the military part of the training. But I know the Boy Scouts give those values because my cousins and my kids have now. John, don't call her that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't call her that. Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
So. Do you really want me to go there?
Really, really?
Let's just put it this way. Okay, so I watched a new special about him. He was married to his first wife. He was in the military. He was cheating on his first wife while in the uniform. That is a violation of military ethics. He could have been court-martialed for that, and he should be. Then married his second wife, who he cheated on with his first, was cheating on her. It's a constant cycle with him. This third wife, I think she has him by the cojones. That's why he's not doing anything. I will not use his proper title because Congress did not approve the change of the name. It is the Department of Defense.
It is.
Congress has to make that change, not the president under an executive order. I'm sorry she did that, but
yeah,
you know, that's how you feel. I get it. I get it. There's some women that don't have tact and ethics and morals themselves. So I understand. That is mean. That's mean.
And some
especially
people
when you
think
raise
that
the dog,
women
you know.
bullshit like that. They
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. It's not right.
Right.
But still, shouldn't call a woman that.
What's good? Let me see, how should I put this? For, you know, like, you know how like some people, like the women could do, are just as bad as some men on the misogyny, the sexism. It's really bad. But I think it's bullshit. I know it could have been taught, or they were just born like that. In some cases, they could be the best parents, but sometimes they turn out that way for being misogynistic little pricks.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if male or female. And
they play the woman card too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So, and I know a lot of men blame the feminist movement, but damn it, how long do you expect women to take certain shit in reality? Domestic violence? No. The constant cheating and adultery by men. You know, up until the 1970s, women couldn't have a credit card on their own.
Yeah, I know.
Hello, Deleted Scenes. How are you?
Hi, Deleted. Hi, Steven.
What's 07?
I know how it was with my mom. She They had a butcher shop when I was growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Even then, it was hard for her to get credit cards, start her own business, because of the dad, and even having the vasectomies. I mean, for the not getting her tubes tightened that. Even then, it was they didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
People don't really, because I grew up I was born in 1970. I know how it is.
And you know, there are still some states that a woman cannot have her tubes tied until her
Yeah.
partner or her father
Yes.
gives permission. Yeah. And I was reading the other day, I was applying for a credit card, and I believe it's Wisconsin where a woman still has to have her husband's permission
Yeah.
to apply for a credit card.
Like, what the
I'm like,
hell?
really?
Yeah.
Hey, deleted scenes. Thank you for stopping by and dropping a like. You're awesome.
Thank you.
I know it boggles my mind that women are okay to go out there and work in the field and bring home the check, but they're not okay to make their own financial decisions.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I'm trapped in a spousal consolidation.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought at the time it was going to be a good idea because to consolidate my student loans with Gorilla Man's. And then he became disabled at one point and got all the other loans written off, but they wouldn't split apart that spousal consolidation. They left it in my name because I was a woman.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. So now I can't do anything until I get that paid down. So,
And that's going to take a while.
yeah, it's ridiculous. And I've been out of college for over 20 years. So the rules are just
Messed up.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, Miss Connie, I think we've kind of gone over all of it. Hopefully people will watch it on the replay and leave us some comments.
Yeah.
We'll answer those. So,
yeah, we can always do one stream, like a mishmash of all the topics one day.
Yeah. We could do that right before we walk into we're no experts, but you can ask us anyways.
Exactly. Yeah, we could do it right. Yeah, we could do the. Yeah, I'm game.
Yeah. And then, of course, The Truth Is Out There with Sci Fi Mombie is going to be coming up soon, where we would talk about aliens, fairies, Bigfoot, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Don't forget to join us next Sunday for the big topic. Immigration. I hope we get a lot of people to come and talk with us about that. That'd be nice.
Yes, I hope so too.
But of course, tomorrow night, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, it's Tunageddon here in the Sci Fi Mombie studio. We still got to figure out what we're watching.
Yeah.
If we're going to start Simpsons or Family Guy, or I know we're still going on with American Dad, but we can always, I have my Netflix paid. We can go back to watching Haunted Hotel.
Yeah, I'm game for anything.
Yeah, we'll figure out something. I know Michael Morris was asking us to watch some He-Man and She-Ra, so we'll see if we can pull that. Tuesday and Wednesday right now, I don't have anything planned except for the Galactic Cafe. Of course, Galactic Cafe is Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. Thursday night, we start Battlestar Galactica. Yay! It's a Mombie first contact because I've never seen it. So, and I have something really cool to show everybody. Because I got to meet Edward James Olmos yesterday. That was fun.
Yay!
Connie has streams Wednesday and Friday. She does great movie, TV show over on Cosme. We have a lot of fun with those when I can get to them. I'm usually side gigging when she's doing that. And then, of course, Saturday is dedicated to Star Trek, the original series right now in the Sci Fi Mombie studio, and also Muppets Sunday. So, what else is going on, Miss Connie? Got any new shorts coming out?
No, hopefully get to the pet shop on this week again. Get an extra day because Saturday I had a little bit of an issue with the car.
Yeah. Tell everybody about that and send her some positive vibes. She really needs some.
Well, Saturday I was on my way to the pet shop. It was snowing. I had the green light. I was turning left. I missed some asshole old man. Cut right in front of me.
Mm.
I laid on my horn. Good thing I hit, good, going a little slow because the way the roads were.
Mm-hmm.
A young couple came right behind him, smacked right into my car, the front quarter, where the wheel well's at. And I was sitting right in the middle of the intersection until the cops came by. Because the way everyone was driving by, with my luck, I get hit again.
Mm.
So I was able to drive it to my place. We're just waiting on issues. Everything gets situated between car insurance and everything else to see what's up with my car.
But physically, you're okay? Just from some
Physically, I'm
bruises,
fine.
maybe? Okay, good.
After I calmed down, because it scared the shit out of me. I've been in accidents before. I was just like pissed that it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't able to go to the pet shop Saturday. So I had to call mom and dad, let them, because they were staying over my house because we're going later on that night for dinner over my favorite aunt and uncle's house.
Mm-hmm.
And good thing they weren't far where I live at and where the accident happened. So, and the girl that hit me, she was so upset she couldn't even drive. And she's in her early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that was with her came out and over and make sure I was okay. So then when the cops and that came by, they stopped everybody so I could try to move my car in. Because I didn't know what was going to happen. What's going to happen with the car. It was okay driving, but there is damage.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I had got my car back over a week before, last week, from doing some repairs. Then this happened. Over a week later, boom.
Yeah, I know. It's like when you go wash your car and then it rains.
Yeah.
And you're like,
yeah. And by the time I got to my aunt and uncle's, I was still stiff as all hell.
Yeah.
But today I'm better at it.
I'm glad you're better today. Yeah. She's my sister from another mister. It's not cool. So. I got to see Stony Girl yesterday. She's doing great. She gave me some swag and we walked around Comic-Con, had a lot of fun. Co-host Vic and Gorilla Man came with me, so we had a really great time. James Edward Olmos is fantastic. If you haven't met him, you should. He's a really nice guy. Really nice guy. All right, y'all. I'm going to bed. I mean, I don't work tomorrow, so we'll have an extended Galactic Cafe tomorrow. I'm hoping to go more than 2, maybe 3 hours. So we'll see what happens. But kill them with kindness. Remember, love your neighbor. You don't have to like them. I swear to God, you don't. Pay it forward. Flash someone a smile because sometimes they really probably need it. Remember, there's more that unites us than divides us. And sci-fi really I was looking around yesterday, guys, at Comic-Con, and that was not a room full of Democrats, okay? There were a lot of people there that had on some of the alt-right stuff. They still love. They still have a love of sci-fi and fantasy. I mean, this one kid, I overheard him. He goes, "Yeah, I voted Republican, but I like being a furry."
Oh, well, is that special?
Well, okay then. Do you keep the litter box in the corner too? I'm kidding. Tim, if you flash someone, you're going to get arrested. But if a woman does it, we're fine.
Yeah, exactly.
I noticed that. There's another sexist problem. Okay, no. All right.
Or the
Tim, have a
Benny
good
Hill
night.
version.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, Tim. Also, thank you, John the Beagle Dad. Sophia, I forgot your other name. Sophia Gonzalez. The Time Prophet. Steph in Faith 93. Who else was here? Positive Candor. Anybody else who's been lurking the whole time? I know we've had a constant couple of people lurking, so
Yeah.
I don't always see their screen names, but I know they're out there. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful week. You know, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a visionary. Wish he was around today, but we can still remember, you know, his ideals and treat people with kindness, empathy, compassion. We're all human first. So, all right, come back and join me tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific for the Galactic Cafe. Bring your breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snack, and a beverage of your choice because it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's talk mostly about sci-fi. All right, guys. Have a good night. Later, party people. And I'm going to keep coughing. I hope I haven't caught something from Comic-Con. Yay.